Hello everyone, I'm Tom from Time in Pixels, and today I'm going to show you how to improve performance of DaVinci Resolve when using heavy OpenFX plugins. Actually right now I'm on my MacBook Pro, just to show you that even though the performance of this machine is not very great, you can still use DaVinci Resolve and color grade, or at least do a quick grade even with some OpenFX plugins. So here we are in Resolve 12. We've got a clip here that I shot on the airport. So let's just do a quick grade for some initial look, and we're gonna move on to some heavy OpenFX plugins, and we're gonna see how we can improve the performance and how we can get the real-time playback. Okay, so this was a Magic Lantern RAW. We can adjust our camera settings here. Let's use full resolution to see what we can achieve with full resolution quality on this MacBook Pro. Let's change the color temperature. This looks a bit cold. Let's increase the warmth. Maybe remove a little bit of green cast. We can increase this exposure here as well, and we can lower the lift because we don't really have a black color here. Okay, looks much better already. Okay, so let's change it to BMD film, highlight recovery, and let's apply some 3D LUT. It's log M31. Okay, looks really nice. Let's increase the exposure a little bit, not as much. Okay, we can recover some shadows, and we can decrease some of the highlights, increase the temperature a bit. Okay, it's pretty nice. Okay, now let's say it's a very noisy image. It's not really very noisy, but let's assume it is noisy, and we want to use Neat Video denoiser plugin. Let's create another serial node, and let's drop reduce noise on this node. Okay, let's open the plugin settings, and let's create auto profile and auto fine-tune. Okay, we can create another one with a little bit of sharpening. Let's move the slider down to 0.46, and let's see the actual size. Okay, we can see before and after. The noise is gone, but let's try to play it back. Okay, 1-2 frames per second. We can see it over here. The red dot meaning that there is no real-time playback, and the number is the actual number of frames per second. This is not very nice, and working like that further, it's not very convenient. So what we can do about that is we can use caching. Okay, so let's try to do that. Select playback, render cache, user, and then let's just select the node with OpenFX Neat Video plugin, right click, node cache, on. Okay, we can see this red line on top of the timeline, and this blue color growing a little bit. It's just the progress bar telling us how much of the clip is already cached. So as soon as it goes all the way up here, it means that it's fully cached. Okay, while it's doing its thing, let's try to play it back from the very beginning where it's already cached. From here, yeah, it's green and it's playing back smoothly. Okay, let's wait until it's finished. Okay, so the whole clip is cached right now. We can play it back again, and we can see that we've got a real-time playback. Great. What if now we want to change the LUT to something else? It's on the first node. Let's select 3D LUT, and for example Vision 6. Okay, the look is changed, but the cache is gone. And this is pretty annoying if we want to try different things out, and at some point we want to change the node. Each time the cache will break. Why? Each time we change something before the cache. This means that the cache will need to be rebuilt when anything changes before that. This doesn't apply to the nodes after that, but it applies to all the nodes before. We can see that we have some of the clip cache already. If we're going to change it to something else again, boom, we have to cache from the very beginning. So let's try to do something differently. Let's remove the connections and change the order of the nodes. So the noise reduction is in the first node and everything else is after that. Okay, so the first node has applied reduced noise, the Need Video plugin. The second one is the LUT, and the third one is a bit of sharpening. Okay, so let's wait a bit until we've got some of the clip cached. Okay, and again, if we start to play it back from the beginning, you can see it's smooth, 25 frames per second. And now, if we change the second node, if we apply different LUT again, bam, the look is changed, but the cache is still there. We can still play it back, 25 frames per second. Let's say we want to change the third node, we want to make it a bit warmer, bam, the cache is still intact, 25 frames per second. We can even try another OpenFX plugin here. It's Film Convert, 5D Mark III, Magic Lantern Raw, BMD. Okay, let's remove LUT. Let's decrease the exposure a bit and change, for example, to this one. No grain. Okay, a little bit of contrast. Okay, you get the idea. It's not necessarily what I wanted to achieve, but the cache is still intact. If we play it back, it's 12 frames per second. And this is because we added another OpenFX plugin and it's slowing down. But remember, the OpenFX noise reduction was actually playing back at 1 or 2 frames per second. So again, we can do the same thing here. We can use the node cache on the Film Convert and continue all the adjustments right after it. It will be stored over here and we can build on top of that. It's a very nice technique. If we have something CPU, GPU heavy, just put it in front, enable user cache and wait a bit and you can work smoothly. Okay, that's all for today. If you like the video, please subscribe, please follow me on Twitter and like my Facebook page. Everything at Time in Pixels. More tutorials very soon and see you next time.